Happy new month. Here we go. We got February, TGIM, first of the month. Yes, sirree. Still reviewing those goals. That's not something you do once or twice a year. It should be done fairly regularly. Tony Robbins says we should be checking on things at least once every 21 days or so. And our goals can be broken down, if you will, and you could do one compartment every 21 days. Like we have financial goals, we have health goals, travel goals, career goals. And one that's often forgotten is relationship goals. What is life without having good relationships? Now, what might be the best glue for keeping people together and keeping things together? And also, maybe even reducing the waste of time, of emotional assets, and being able to preserve and use and thereby increase our joy and peace and value and even one's health, because it's kind of all interrelated. If you said communication, DWC, you are probably spot on, because without communication, how can anyone really be together? And communication comes in many different forms. But this past week, I spoke with a good friend of mine. He's now 88 years old, I believe, just about turning the corner on the 90th year of his life. And he is a man of action, always been a man of action. And I like to always pick his brain for little tidbits of advice. And he said in this conversation this week was, the worst thing that we or anybody can do is procrastinate on things. Basically, non action is the thing he was looking at, because he's a man of action. He always takes action when he can. So he says, in that DWC acronym that we use, don't wait, communicate, can also mean don't wait and correct things. Don't wait and contemplate on things. Don't just ignore them and try and hide them under the carpet. Don't wait and care for things. Don't wait and call someone. You call mom this week, last week, call dad last week, this week, right? Don't wait and even cry it out if you have to, he says. And another one he did was don't wait and yeah, have bowel movements, he would say. Have regular bowel movements, because that's key to the body's keeping things flushed. So, bottom line is we can't hold things in, and it serves us better if we don't. So we have to release and don't constipate our lives with non communication, right? So, be thinking on how you can rate yourself in that department. How are you, conversing with loved ones and teammates and, even people who are looking up to you with things like clarity and coherence and control and credibility, right? A lot more C's that surface in the DWC. It's important that we keep those lines always open without hesitation. Again, with those ingredients: clarity, coherence, control, and credibility, or truth, that is. So that, right, this is the ultimate goal that we seek every week, to be the best that we can be, without the luggage and the stuff that can weigh us down. When you communicate, you're keeping things light, right? And then when that's, the vibe that you are experiencing, you can do things with fervor and enthusiasm and clarity and joy. And then we attract the things that we can thereby reuse to be able to give out and share with our peers and our loved ones and our families. Yes. Communicate. DWC. Try not to forget that one. Very, very important, especially if you're going to be late or non in attendance. Think about that. In the meantime, have yourselves a most fantastic Monday, as they all should be, TGIM, and an even more glorious and magical week. Cheers and ciao.